some reason the devil doesn't want me to talk about this dream, but I'm going to get it out. I had this dream back in 2016, and not that I had forgotten it, I wrote it down. I'm a person who dreams a lot, and of late I haven't been talking about my dreams, but I wrote down the most important ones, the ones that I did not want to forget about, and this one happens to be one among them. Now, in this dream, I'm going to mention 3 pastors. I don't know anything about these pastors. They was mentioned in this dream, and I believe that this message could be a message to those pastors, whoever they are. I don't know. But I had this dream back in April of 2016, and it goes like this. I was taken up to an orange planet. This is a planet where there is no trees. There are rows and rows of tall cave-looking rocks and flat round rocks, lots of loose orange dirt, and everything there is on that planet is in bright orange. The cave-looking rock stretches in length like 2 car lengths, and there are houses on which people live. These people are living beneath those rocks, but the rocks stretched out goes up and down like this, and it looks more like car lengths, train car lengths. Okay? In this dream, I was standing on a flat rock towards the west and facing a tall cave-looking rock, not knowing that there were people living beneath that rock that I was looking at. As I stood there, I heard someone shouted my name very, very loud from the northeastern end. I turned to see who was calling me, and it was Jesus. He was fully clothed with bright light, like light of the bright moon, like in when there is a full moon and the light is very bright. That is how he was clothed. And don't ask me his face, because I never saw his face. Now, he said in a thunderous voice, "Go tell them." Okay? I became very interested when he said to go tell them. So I asked him, "What is it that you want me to go and tell them?" Before he was able to speak, I saw a minister tuck his head out from inside of the rock because he knew Jesus was there and he wanted to see him. But Jesus rebuked him in a mighty way, saying, "Go away, I don't know you." And the minister quickly pulled himself back inside the cavity of the rock. And that minister's name in the dream now, his name was called Jesse. Now, the second minister took out his head from inside of the middle of the cavity of the rock. Having a huge grin on his face, he wanted to greet Jesus. But again, Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Go away. I don't know you. I don't know who you are." And he immediately pulled himself back inside of the rock. And that minister's name was called Copeland. Copeland in the dream. Again, a third minister boldly struck out his head outside of the cave to greet Jesus. But immediately as he took his head out, Jesus was so angry that he opened his mouth so wide and he sucked him in. Just as how a snake would suck in a man, that is how Jesus sucked that man into his mouth, and then he pushed him out like he spit the man out whole. And when the man fell out of the mouth of Jesus, his hair was like very, very white wool, but it was like sooty, as if like he had just taken a shower and washed his hair, and the soot was still on his head. And that minister name was called Eddie. In the dream, his name was Eddie. Okay? With all these 3 ministers hiding inside the rock, I asked Jesus again, "What do you want me to tell them?" Jesus was very, very angry, and he spoke in a loud voice, saying, like he was rebuking the ministers, he said, "How dare you? How dare you sell in my gospel My gospel is not for sale. Go tell them. Okay? So, I don't know you ministers, whoever you are, but this is what I was told to go and tell them. I believe that this message is for all of the greedy ministers out there. Jesus is angry with you, you greedy ministers. There is no real estate in God's kingdom that selling his gospel is enough to purchase. Thus saith the Lord God Almighty, how dare you selling my gospel? My gospel is not for sale. This is not my message, but this is a message from our Creator, God, towards you ministers, and you know who you are. I don't know. I deliver this message to whoever it was intended to. And thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe and like, and thank you. You can also write to me. You can write to me at 3292 Thompson Bridge Road, Suite 310, Gainesville, Georgia, 30506. Thank you, and may God bless you.